Do you know where we are? That tree there with the steps? No need to guess. We're at the Chained Oak in Dimmingsdale, yeah. So I've come up the path just there behind me, and there's just absolutely loads of mud. If I turn the camera around, you can see it all here. The bog is just wet all the way along the path, all the way down. There's bits of dry, but generally it's just like this, all the way from the car park at the Ramblers Retreat, which is about 10 minutes in that direction. So moving around in that direction there, you can get to the main road, where you can cross the road to go to Alton Towers. And there's also a Chained Oak bed and breakfast up there. I don't know whether it's still open. It's either called the Chained Oak bed and breakfast or the Chained Oak lodge, but either way it's up there based on this tree behind me here. So you can see on the branch just there to the right of me above my head, you can see the chain hanging down, and of course the steps here going up to the tree. So I've been here that many times, but I tell you what, it is fantastic just to get out of the house. And honestly, I've had to. The last few days, as I've said before on videos, and a couple of videos I did last week as well, and a live stream which I did do, but I decided to delete it because I just felt not comfortable uploading it, because it kind of stressed the same points what I did on the 2 videos last week about how my channel has helped me mentally. And to come out to a place like this, to listen to the birds, to listen to the water, to walk through this forest, to come and stand here by the Chained Oak, which is well known, and of course the ride at Alton Towers, which I've mentioned before on the channel, is based on it as well, their ride Hex. The park will be opening probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks, so I know the road leading up to here and Alton Towers will be absolutely manic, both to and from Alton Towers with the traffic as well. Parts of the park were opened last week during half term. They generally open select rides, they don't open the whole park. Of course you've got the water park there and the hotels as well. There's at least 2 or 3 hotels at Alton Towers, so there's quite a lot there because it's obviously called Alton Towers Resort. So it's not so much a theme park anymore, it's like a resort, like Disney World Resort. And of course you've got Drayton Manor Resort as well, which Sean and Charlotte went to, that do Theme Park Worldwide. They went there last week, and they've also been to a couple of other parks. They have been here on walks as well, because I've seen their videos, and I did leave a comment for Sean the other day to say go and visit Peak Wildlife Park, which they have been to, but it says, well, they've got capybaras now, so go and see them. And then they ended up hearting the comment, which was really kind of them. So thanks Sean and Charlotte if you watch my channel, Carl's Travel, Cruise and Sightseeing. I like watching your channel as well, Theme Park Worldwide. So as I say, I'm here at Dimmingsdale in Staffordshire on a glorious sunny afternoon on Tuesday the 24th of February 2026, coming up to 2:15, and I've had to just dodge the mud to get to where I am at the Chained Oak, which is literally here behind me. So hit the subscribe button please at Coldsmith25. This will most likely be the last series for this month. March the 1st is on Sunday, so next Wednesday, a week tomorrow, I will be going to the Churnit Valley Railway, which is part of this area where I am actually. This is all part of the Churnit Valley, because the River Churnit is down there, which I came over the bridge to get here. But the Churnit Valley Railway is about a 15 or so minute drive in that direction, and of course Alton Towers is up there, and Peak Wildlife Park's also over in that direction as well. But next week it will be the Churnit Valley Railway series, and I really hope the weather's like this, to be honest, because the scenery is going to be amazing, especially if the blossom's out or even the snowdrops. And I have seen a few snowdrops on my walk so far since I've got here, but I'd like to see some blossoms. So hello to you Sarah Louise, Isabella as well. If you're on the channel, hit the subscribe button at Coldsmith25. So as I say, I'm just outside the Chained Oak tree. I'm going to take a walk up the steps and show you the chains on this tree. Hopefully I won't slip because it's rather muddy. So as you can see, there's the Chained Oak there in front of me, and then move the camera that way and zoom in, you can see the chain hanging down. So if you don't know the story of this Chained Oak, I will put the link in the description under the video on Wikipedia, and I can tell you the story again if you want me to. It is basically to do with a curse that was put on the Earl of Shrewsbury, who used to live at Alton Towers itself, the actual Towers castle in the theme park. And basically a beggar woman met him and put a curse on his family and said, the moment a branch falls off the tree, a member of your family will die. So the Earl decided to chain the tree up, as you can see that chain there, and it goes all the way up that branch, and then there's another couple of branches at the top up there as well, and on the top up there I can zoom in and you can see the chains that are up there, and there's one just up there as well. So yes, so he decided to chain the oak up, hence why it's called the chained oak, to stop branches falling to prevent his family members dying. Sadly though, one of the family members still died despite one of the chains being on, so it didn't really make a difference. But it's a very interesting story, and if you go on the ride at Hex at Alton Towers in that direction there, so in another 3 weeks time you'll be able to go and ride Hex. The Legend of the Towers it's called, and it tells you the story of the chained oak tree, and it shows you the video clip of the Earl riding his horse and chariot through the forest, meeting up with a beggar woman who then curses him and his family. And then you go into the actual ride itself, with a branch of the chained oak actually in there, or a replica of one, and then you basically just ride the ride. So it's a very interesting story, and it's one of these rides that kind of messes with your mind, because you think you're spinning round. But anyway, I won't spoil it anymore, let you go on it. But that's basically the story of the chained oak. This is the actual tree. So it's probably one of the most oldest trees in the UK. I'm not sure how old it is specifically, but I know it is one of the oldest trees in the UK. Of course, you've got Sherwood Forest, which has also got some very old trees in there. But this is one of the oldest in the UK, the chained oak at Dimmingsdale at Alton Towers in Staffordshire. So if you ever visit Alton Towers and have a weekend here, please come and visit Dimmingsdale. It's free parking on the Ramblers Retreat car park. And the tea room is usually open daily till about 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Again, I'm going to put the link in the description of the video. And there's plenty of walks you can do as well. So to get here, you just cross the road from the car park through the gate, over the 2 bridges, follow the path round to the right, carry on the path all the way up, and within 5 or 6 minutes you will get to this tree. And then if you carry on in that direction there, you'll get to the main road where you go for Alton Towers, etc. We can go down the old railway line to Alton Station. You can't visit the castle, but you can get a good view of the castle from the station. It's a really interesting walk, that's about 10 minutes. And then if you go the other direction, about half an hour, you'll end up in Oakham. So, and then you can carry on round the top of Dimmingsdale to the top pond. And of course, there's a youth hostel up there as well. And there's loads of different paths up to Earl's Rock. So it is well worth a visit, and I always come here. It's local to me. It's about 20 minutes from where I live. So it's just amazing and nice to get round and out the house. Reminds you of the walk round Rosslyn Chapel. Okay, well, that sounds nice where you're from, Suka May YouTube. Please hit my subscribe button at Colsmith25, and you can see all my videos of my travels and sightseeing, such as this, because this is not my only series here. I've been loads of times, but it's just nice just to get out of the house and just do a walk and take you guys with me. And at the end of the day, we've got a glorious day with the sun out through the trees, a bit of blue sky, a few clouds. But I was also quite surprised earlier when I left home that it was 13 degrees, and it got to 14 when I got here. So 13 degrees in February is very good. I mean, I'm still wearing my jumper, zip up jumper, but it's very warm, I will admit that. So this is the chained oak anyway, so I'll let you have another look at it quickly before I continue my walk back down through the mud, hopefully dodging that, and head back up to the first pond of Dimmingsdale. Because as I say, the paths might be that muddy, I might not risk going very far, but I will do as much as I can in the time I've got. The car park's open till 5 o'clock, by the way, during the winter. Usually it goes till 6 o'clock in the spring and summer, but then with March coming up and the clocks going forward next month as well, they may alter the time a little bit. But yeah, this is the chained oak. So again, one more look at it. And if you've ever watched a Tim Burton film like Sleepy Hollow, it kind of reminds me of the Headless Horseman coming out. If you ever watched that film, that's what it reminds me of. But yeah, the chain goes right up there. There's even a padlock on that chain. You can see it just there, look. So it will have been fully chained up. And I would imagine, if I pan the camera back round not too fast, that chain there was probably attached to that one up there. But it is such a fantastic tree, and I always love coming to see it. And I generally like to do selfies and pictures. And also last time I came, just in here, you might not see it now, but in here there was loads of mushrooms and fungi growing in here. Obviously mushrooms that you can't eat. I wouldn't risk it, but there was absolutely loads of mushrooms and little fungi growing in here, in this little moss area here. but of course they've all died off because we've had winter, and we're still in winter despite it being quite warm, which I'm really amazed at. But as I say, yes, I've got a Mallorca series coming up the end of next month. Weather-wise over there, I think it's going to be around 20, so it would probably be about 8 or 9 degrees warmer than here, but either way it'll be lovely. And that's another travel blog coming up, so stay tuned and hit the subscribe button at Carlsmith25, as I've said before. And of course next Wednesday as well, I'm going to do an anniversary video of the channel, as it's 2 years next Wednesday, Thursday, that I had the channel when I started it up. And the channel has gone from strength to strength. It's helped me mentally, and I've uploaded over 19,500 videos, episodes, live streams and clips. So please take a look at the playlists and the travel information I give as well on passports. I've done all that as well. So there's no need for you to be afraid to ask anything regarding travel or passports or the entry-exit system, because I've answered all those questions on videos, so check them out. If you've got any travels coming up, please share them in the comment section or in the chats as well. I look forward to hearing about your experiences and your travel blogs. So as I say, I'm going to end this stream now and head back down through the mud, and I'll probably do another stream shortly when I get to the bottom pond, because that's another lovely area of Dimmingsdale I want to show you as well. It's so nice and tranquil. Hopefully it won't be too muddy. I've got to get back down there. I'll be doing some more videos, so hit the subscribe button please. Thank you for watching this live stream. I appreciate everybody's support. So you've got another look at the tree now with me with the tree behind me there. So hello everybody on the stream. There's the chained oak with the chains, and of course we're going to head back down those steps there, hopefully avoiding the mud. I'm going to continue our walk along that path there, back towards the car park, which is about a 10-minute walk. 20 minutes if you fall in the mud, but I'm going to try not to do that. So thank you so much guys and gals for watching at Carlsmith25. See you guys in the next stream. Bye for now.